Okay, I have already put my pictures into Photoshop. I scanned them in two different sequences. I'm just going to pull these out so you can see that. And I have numbers on them, and I was hoping the numbers would show up on the scan, but they don't. But I have my other papers here to refer so I know it's in order, because I want to make sure that I put them in the right order when I save them all into layers for one document, but all 8 layers will be here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make sure that I have rulers on, okay? So my rulers are on so I can kind of measure this and figure. I'm kind of arbitrary with math because I'm not that strong with it. So I just kind of look at it and say, well, I think this is going to take about maybe about 1.5 inches to get this whole figure in each time. Probably that one's going to be a lot longer legs, so that's probably going to be 2 inches. So I'm going to put 2 inches on each one. Okay, so I'm going to just use my rulers to help me out here, okay? So I can go, ooh, 2 inches isn't going to be enough, so it's going to be 2.5. A little bit more than 2.5, 2 3/4, because I really want to get everything. So each of them is going to be 2 3/4. And so I'm going to start over here on this one right here, and then I'm going to make sure that I have 2 inches also on that, 2 3/4 right there. Okay. And then the same thing on the top. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to start with that one. Just, I think, you know what, I think they're fine. I'm just going to cut them just below the pages, and so I'll keep the pages the same as they are, so I don't have to do any measuring at all. All right, and I use these rulers really so that it can keep everything really uniform when I make my when I do my cropping. So this one right here is 5 1/4, and this one right here is 1/4 all the way down to 5. So I have 5 1/4 height on each one and 2 3/4 on each one. So I'm going to do the same thing over here too, so I can make sure that I keep everything, like I said, uniform. I'm going to drag out here for my guides and do that 2 3/4. Again, there's 2.5 1/4 right there. And I'm going to go out here and get this one at, start it with right there, and then I'm going to go and get my 2.5 3/4 right there. It almost cuts it off, just barely makes it on that one. Okay, and the same thing here. Okay, and that's 5 1/2. Is that the same as I did? 5 1/4 was the last one. Oh, so I kind of blew that one. I'm going to go back and get that 5 1/4. Okay, it seems like that's a little bit long down there, so I don't know. Okay, and then this one starts, this one right here at, we're going to do it at, oh, I got to keep it uniform, so I'll start right there at the half, and then I'll bring this all the way down to this right there. Okay, so they're all the same. I'm ready to go now. All right, so all I have to do now is just take my selection button, and I will start with number 1, and number 1 is right here. Okay, so I make sure that on my windows it is, I think it's on view, that I have it say, I have this selected snap, and my rulers are both, well, my rulers are obviously on, but my snap to guides is also checked. Okay, so here I go with my, okay, first one, and I'm going to do Command C, which is copy. Okay, so you can see copy is Command C. All right, and then I'm just going to do Command N to get a whole new, to make a whole new document on this. And I'm not going to change anything because when I make this Command C, it defaults to exactly the right measurement here. And so then I just do Command V. Okay, and it's on layer 1. So from now on, I'm going to be using this to copy and paste everything in, so I won't have to do Command N again. Okay, so I come over here and I find number 2. Okay, and so number 2 is this ugly fellow here, and I can either I have to make sure that this right here is selected, the first one, so that it won't reselect a new picture. So I come in here and grab this one, and then Command C again, and then Command V, and then go to my number 3 picture, which is this one right here. And I'm referring also to my pictures that I drew so that I'm absolutely right on this. Command, and then 4, Okay, so this is a really quick process, and I'm going to do each one because I'm not going to stop this video. Okay, and then I go to 5. Okay, and 5 is this guy right here. Okay, and Command C and Command V, and then I go to 6, which I believe is this one right here. Oh, my pictures are getting a little bit off here, but that's right, that's Command 6. I mean, sorry, that's number 6. Okay, I'm having a little issue here. Okay, there we go. And Command copy, paste, come back over here, and grab this guy up here, and copy, and paste, and finally this guy right here. Copy, Command C, and paste. And so you can see here that all of them are selected, and at this point, if I have any like lines that are open, I have to connect those lines if I want to get this colored. Okay, so that's how you put everything on, and now I'm going to show you how to animate. So I'm going to go ahead and stop recording and begin that process on the next tutorial.